Ready?
Yes, sir.
SEC. Mississippi State at Alabama. Minus 21 for
Just lay it.
Bama.
This conversation, I
Ooh.
cannot believe Alabama lost that game.
Ooh.
And my first thought is just somebody's got to pay. How in the hell is Mississippi State? It's Mississippi State owes. They're going to pay. They're going to pay for this. The rest of Alabama's schedule, everybody's going to pay. But I don't want to be them walking in. You're going to have to make a hard case to me right now why you would even take the points for Mississippi State.
So if I tell you Alabama's won 14 straight in this series, if they've won 10 of 14 by 20, if since Mike Leach arrived, Mississippi State has not scored a touchdown on Alabama, that doesn't strengthen Mississippi State.
Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
Okay, here's my question, though, because I'm with you. As soon as I saw this on the schedule, I put it on the rundown. I was going to have one line of notes in there. Is Saban in a bounce back spot? Come on with it. Give it to me. Whatever that number is, give it to me. Book-wise, we're paying a premium, though, right? Because we're not the only ones saying Saban in a bounce back spot here. This number's a little bit inflated, no?
Maybe, yeah. But, I mean, I'm not worried about Alabama's offense. I'm really not. They can
No, you
trade
shouldn't
scores.
be. If Bryce Young's in, which he was, they're passing, they're moving it. Although Mississippi State's defense has been pretty good, but I'm with you. Give me Alabama's offense. I'm with you.
The SEC is resembling the Big 12, the way these games are going. I mean, they're scoring trade scores in the 40s. Last week, the Alabama-Tennessee game wasn't the only one that was a shootout in the SEC. There were some SEC teams. It looks a lot different than it used to. And yes, I know it means more in the SEC. They tell you it does all the time. But I don't know what's the number where I go, well, I feel pretty good about it. Give me Mississippi State. Is it 24? Is it 26 and a half, 27? I mean, I need 4 scores. I need 3's not enough for me to go, oh, yeah, give me Miss State. Give me the Bulldogs. Give me Mike Leach and them to go to Alabama and score enough points to stay within this number.
I'm not going to fight you on this because I want to lay it too. I like Alabama. It does feel like this could get tight late and a little sweaty with you. I mean, Alabama's not normal Alabama. They lead the country in penalties. I mean, I know people are up in their arms about the officiating from Saturday, but they lead the country in penalties. We're more than halfway through the season, Dave. They were a bottom 5 team before the Tennessee game. This is a weird on Saban-like Alabama team. And again, I'm more comfortable on the Alabama side. There's zero question about that. But it feels like it's a few too many points just because we've seen Saban. They get a big lead. They're not going to try and pour it on and win by 35 here. He could get up 24, start to back off a little bit. Maybe Will Rogers and company come down. You get a little backdoor on the 21.
That's the only way you're covering this thing.
I think so.
Backdoor. Because I don't know. They have a loss, B-How. Why are they going to turn it off now? Like, I don't think they back off ever. We may have a few style point extra.
Only because that's just not what he does.
It's not what he does, but I mean, they got to keep
do.
those kids in. They got to keep them moving. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I'm not debating the side because if I'm doing anything on this game, I probably won't actually play this one. If I do, I'm taking Alabama.
Is the number unplayable? Like that's a fair thing in the book. Sometimes the book puts up a number to keep you off of it rather than take bets on it. And by putting it at 21, and I'm looking at the circle. I mean, they started it at 23 to get some dog money.
Yeah.
Now they know that the peak is that. Okay. So do you want to lay 21? I mean, you're comfortable doing it. The more we talk, the more I would even consider it. But is that a stop sign for you? 21. Do you go, I'll just pass on the game?
I probably will. Yeah. I mean, because it feels more like 17 to me. So 21 or 17 to 20, it feels like it'd be sweaty at the end early in the week. But as of now, if it stays here, I don't think I'm touching this. There's other games we can go get.
Total 61 and a half, 62, 60 and a half. It's all over the place right now. And I joke that guys are listening to the show, but they can't because they can't hear it live, at least not yet. Maybe someday down the road they will. But I think this is a hard one to put a total on. And again, it's a hard total to even play because I think Bama writes their score. Your first thought on this game would be if you've got a 21-point favorite and 60 is the total, over or under?
Under. because I think Mississippi State's defense has some pieces. I still stay with I don't think
Same.
Saban runs it up.
Okay.
And I mentioned Leach's offense hasn't scored against Alabama. It hadn't scored a touchdown since he got there, which is only 2 seasons, I realize. But yeah, that I don't know that Mississippi State can keep up its end of the bargain to get it over. What do you need from them? 17, 14, 17 to get there?
I mean, they're
I
5 and
don't love
2,
that.
4-2-1 against the spread. They lost to Kentucky last
Mhm.
week as a
Yep.
small favorite. I don't like their chances at all. They may score to break that streak, but they're not scoring enough to cover this game. I don't think so.
Agree.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click on another video right here on the screen. And if you really liked it, consider subscribing below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.